Well, I'm so glad you asked about what access consciousness is because good question. So, hi, I'm Crystal, and I like to record these things unedited so that you can kind of get the way the flow works when you're trying to talk about something that is pretty impossible. Access consciousness is essentially like a huge body of tools that you can use to change anything in your life. So, to me, it's like a Home Depot. You walk in and you can do anything from buy an extension cord to make your phone charging easier at your bedside to build an entire apartment complex, right? So you can go into Home Depot and use the tools that are in there to create anything you want. And access is very much like that. Here's the thing. Consciousness is what opens the doors to all healing. So when you're talking about healing and you don't talk about consciousness, you are literally, not figuratively, missing the element that's going to create what it is you're looking for. So, I'm sure you guys recognize that we live in a diagnosis heavy reality right now. Basically, like you have something going on with you, you can't stop being anxious about something, you can't stop being depressed. What do? You go to the doctor. The doctor's job is to diagnose you, literally. That's what they go to school for, is to form opinions about common things that have common names so that they can receive a common solution. And sometimes that's incredibly helpful. I have things that show up in my body occasionally that I've started to recognize the symptoms of, and I now know what antibiotic, if my body asks for it, to go for because these symptoms get that drug. But the thing is, sometimes the symptoms that show up in my body don't respond to that drug. And then what do? Well, you have to then go outside of the box and look for what else it could be. So if you don't include consciousness, which is the inclusion of everything without judgment, that's all consciousness is. Basically, consciousness is the way that the earth functions. If you look at the earth, does the earth do judgment? Like, it's not even a thing. When you look at the natural world, judgment doesn't exist. Nothing that we struggle with in the human world exists in the natural world, which you could explain out of existence, I suppose, or you could go, well, if it doesn't exist in the natural world, why does it exist in mine? And so the earth is the most dominant source of consciousness. And that's why we feel better when we go for a walk. That's why we want to go out into nature and get away from our devices and away from our technology, because consciousness actually makes you feel better. The side effect of consciousness is healing. So, access consciousness is to give you access to as much of that consciousness as you want. And the thing is, we all choose the degree of consciousness we want to have. And what I have found in doing this for 10 years is that I choose more and more and more and more of it all the time, because I start to discover repeatedly that the other things I'm doing, which usually are judgment of some kind, decisions of some kind, which is a form of judgment, conclusions of some kind, which is a form of judgment, is literally not working. I am non-functional when I choose those ways of operating. So I will go after a question which opens up more consciousness, or a choice which opens up more consciousness, and I will start functioning from more consciousness and less judgment all the time because it works better. My financial reality works better, my relationship works better, my body works better. So what consciousness could you add to your financial reality? What consciousness could you add to your life? What consciousness could you add to your relationship reality? What's truly possible for you that you haven't considered? What else is available for you that you have never considered? What's actually true for you that you've never considered? What if you went after getting more access to consciousness? And so if you want to start tasting this, obviously this YouTube channel is a goldmine. Go to Dane here and his YouTube channel for more. Go to Shannon O'Hara and her YouTube channel for more. Check out infinitebeingschool. All the links below in the video will give you access to more of this if you want more of this. I will see you in the next video.